few days ago, I wanted to give this book to a friend of mine. I purchased a Kindle copy of it and I sent it to her as a gift. However, Amazon refused to deliver it. I don't like censorship at all. I think that it holds humanity back when we censor things. We have to be able to decide for ourselves what's right and what's wrong for us to read. And as a result, a few friends of mine and I are going to read this book so that my friend and others who may be living in places where they can't purchase or read this book, they can hear the story. So this is in the great tradition of storytelling, which is how we educate our young. I'm reading today from chapter 3, Nosing Out the Facts, the Retrieval of Intuition as Initiation. The doll in her pocket, Vasilisa the Wise. Intuition is the treasure of a woman's psyche. It is like a divining instrument and like a crystal through which one can see with uncanny interior vision. It is like a wise old woman who is with you always, who tells you exactly what the matter is, tells you exactly where you need to go left or right. It is a form of the one who knows, old la que sabe, the wild woman. It is a form of the one who knows, old que sabe, the wild woman. Dedicated storytellers are always under some hill, up to their knees in story dust, brushing away centuries of dirt, digging under overlays of culture and conquests, numbering every frieze and fresco of story they can find. Sometimes the story has been reduced to powder. Sometimes portions and details are missing or rubbed out. Often the form is intact, but the coloring is destroyed. But even so, every dig holds hope for finding an entire body of story intact and unbroken. The following tale is just such an incredible treasure. The old Russian tale Vasilisa. The old Russian tale Vasilisa is a woman's initiation story with few essential bones astray. It is about the realization that most things are not as they seem. As women, we call upon our intuition and instincts in order to sniff things out. We use all our senses to wring the truth from things. To extract nourishment from ideas, to see what there is to see. We use all our senses to wring the truth from things, to extract nourishment from ideas, to see what there is to see, know what there is to know, to be the keepers of the creative fire, and to have intimate knowing about the life, death, life cycles of all nature. This is an initiated woman. This is an initiated woman. The Vasilisa story is told in Russia, Romania, Yugoslavia, Poland, and throughout the Baltic countries. Sometimes it is called the doll, sometimes Vasilisa the Wise. We find evidence of its archetypal roots dating back at least to the old horse goddess cults, which predate classical Greek culture. This tale carries ages-old psychic mapping about induction into the underworld of the wide. This tale carries ages-old psychic mapping This tale carries ages-old psychic mapping about induction into the underworld of the wild female god. It is about infusing human women with wild women's primary instinctual power, intuition. This tale was given to me by Aunt Cathay. It begins with one of the oldest storytelling devices known. Once there was, and once there was not. Once there was, and once there was not. This paradoxical phrase is meant to alert the soul of the listener that this story takes place in the world between worlds, where nothing is as it first seems. So let us begin.